Okay, what's good, guys? I thought I'd make a quick video going through the 5 things that I think have drastically changed my life in the last couple of years when it comes to fitness and health. A lot of these things are pretty common practice, but they're like the 5 that I think are like number 1. So if you get these things done, everything else on top of it is just like cherry on top of the cake, cherry on top of the ice cream, right? The number 1 that I'm like such a big advocate of is sleep optimization. When you're training so hard and eating and trying to like get the muscle and feel good, have good energy, high test, all those things, the number 1 thing that's going to stop you is your recovery. And if you're not sleeping that kind of 8 to 9 hours every single day, you're basically cooking yourself. You're not going to have a chance to get the goals that you're trying to achieve. So that's why I'm a huge advocate of just the idea of like making sure that your sleep environment and the things that you do before you go to sleep are optimized. The biggest one is just like, I think it's more of like a mindset thing at this point, but like I have a kiwi before I go to sleep every single night. It has a little bit of natural serotonin in it, and when you have that paired with a magnesium tablet, and then you lie down after you have a really warm shower in a cold room, those 4 things alone are just gonna make you go out like a light. And I've been doing that for years now, and it's really changed my sleep. I tell a lot of people like, hey, optimize your sleep, do these things, and it's really helped them too. So if you can take one thing when it comes to the sleep aspect, really just optimize like a couple things before you go to sleep. I know it's super hard to turn off your screens. Like that's a big one. They say like don't have blue light and stuff for a couple hours before you go to sleep. The thing is like that's not really, for a lot of us, not incredibly possible. Like for instance, I'm always editing videos until I'm falling asleep, right? A lot of people like to doom scroll or like look at the news and such before they go to sleep. So if we can just optimize a lot of these other aspects, we'll still be in a pretty good ballpark. I'd love to touch on like too the idea of like using a Whoop and stuff to track your sleep. It does help to give you an idea of analytics and stuff, and I've done it throughout the years, but I don't do it anymore because I feel like it's almost overdoing or overanalyzing our sleep in some capacity. There'd be nights when I had like a really good sleep, I wake up, I feel good, and then I look at my recovery score and it's telling me it's bad. And that just messes with your psychology as well. If you just go to sleep every single night by focusing on a couple things that are gonna optimize your sleep, rather than a score that you get once you wake up, it's gonna set your day so much more better for success. The second one I'd love to touch on is just like getting as many steps in per day as possible, especially if you work like a sedentary job or you're just not moving a lot throughout the day. Me coming from an athletic background and now doing more of the content creation and business side, my movement has gone down significantly. I used to do like 2-hour practices, weight room session. I would shoot again in the afternoon. And like I would get so much movement that I didn't have to worry about like my metabolism slowing in some capacity because I'm not like obviously moving my body, as well as just like that 10K step mark. There's so much science and research behind it saying that it's like optimal for obviously some sort of calorie burning as well as just like overall health and longevity. So if you can hit that 10K step mark, your energy just goes through the roof as well. I definitely recommend it. Next one I want to touch on is, what's this one? Oh, this one's a really good one. And it's a little bit more niche than the other ones that I've been talking about, but having carbs around your workouts. If you have carbs throughout the day, obviously like you need them in some capacity to like fuel your muscle building and fuel like a lot of the processes in your body. But one of the best things you can do is center them around your workouts so then they get used a lot better. And rather than like say you have a bunch of carbs before you go to sleep, those energy stores might not be stored or used for energy in that moment. They might be stored as fat or something down the road, right? But if, perfect example, like I work out early in the morning, I have a lot of carbs right before it and a lot of carbs right after my workout. And that carb source alone is the majority of the carbs that I have throughout my day. And if I trained in the afternoon, it would be the same case. I wouldn't have as many carbs in the morning. I would have it before and after my workout, because that's when your body's using the biggest amount of energy is around like that workout that you're doing every single day. So if you can put it in that area to obviously optimize your workouts, so you're pushing more strength, but you're also optimizing your energy for that workout, you're doing pretty well. Got two more for you. The next one I'm a big advocate of too is tracking your calories. As soon as I started doing this, it really changed my physique. And I really want to advocate, like, you need to get on this if you want to try and reach your goals faster. You can easily reach your goals without tracking your calories. It just takes a lot longer, and you might not get to the level of the physique that you want once you hit that goal as well. Tracking your calories can be as simple as just looking up total daily energy expenditure, the calculator, and typing in your age, your weight, your movement throughout the day, and then you get that maintenance calories. And that maintenance helps you determine how much you need to eat in order to reach your goals. If you want to put on muscle and bulk, you might want to eat 300 or 500 above that every single day. Same thing if you want to cut 300 or 500 below that. And what that does is that's not a crazy enough difference above or below that your body will still be somewhat used to it. You won't be incredibly tired or incredibly full and bloated. But over a week span, you're either going to gain a pound of mass or lose a pound of mass. And over a longer period of time, that's eventually going to help you reach your goal. So that's the simplest way that I love to explain it, is that, like, if you can figure out that maintenance, use a fitness tracking app that allows you to track your calories in an easy way. And that's why we built the Lift platform, is that you can follow my workouts on a daily basis, but you can easily just dictate, so talk to your phone and say, I had 3 rice crackers with cottage cheese, and it will give you the calories, so then you know how many calories or how many macros, protein, fats, carbs you can have throughout the rest of the day as well. So I definitely recommend checking that out, because it's been incredibly beneficial for my own physique and just helping me get that next level of my goals a lot faster. And I want to make sure you guys can do that too. So track your calories. And then the final one is, I have it right here, but like, if you can get, I call it just my fitness journal, but I track my workouts in here. And then I also track all the goals that I'm trying to accomplish that day, or tasks. And I write them all out. I write on the top of the page all my workouts, the exercise I'm going to do, the sets and reps and everything, and then on the bottom half of the page, all the things that I'm trying to tackle in that day. And it's been a game changer in just being able to tangibly write down what you're trying to tackle every single day, rather than having it just on a notes app on your phone or on your laptop. This is like, when I cross something out, there's a little bit of dopamine that's associated with it, and it's just so much more encouraging to then cross out the next thing, work on the next thing. And this alone has been such a big thing. Like, this is my second book this year that I'm already starting to fill out. I just got it, but I have another one that I filled out completely. And it's super powerful being able to look back on all those days of all the workouts I did, all the tasks and all the things that I tried to accomplish, to show the growth of where I am now. So those are my 5 things that I just like recommend from the jump. If you're like trying to improve yourself in a sport, if you're trying to improve your lifestyle and your physique, these things can just be like the foundation that bring you to another level of your life. And I hope it helps in some way. This has helped me an incredible amount. And yeah, I just wanted to make this quick video sharing all that. This weekend I'll probably have another vlog video going through that stuff, just kind of sharing more stuff on YouTube. I really enjoy making these videos. So hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll chat soon.